What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another live. So, in this live, I want to talk about how to handle devaluing from a narcissist. And the way to handle being devalued is by not taking it at all, like not accepting it, not fighting against it, but you have to let the narcissist know that they're not getting to you. And I learned that there are so many ways that a narcissist can so called devaluing. What devaluing is to a narcissist is by removing you from or separating you from so that they can make you feel like you're not a part of or you're missing out. See, the goal for the narcissist when it comes to devaluation is to hurt you, is to punish you and to hurt you for some reason. And most likely their reason is because you called them out on something. It's because you held them accountable for their behavior or the way that they have treated you. And for a long time, you never really came at them that way. You never showed that side of yourself to them in that way. So they're not used to that and they weren't expecting it. The narcissist is very arrogant and they feel like when they're on a high horse, that no one could bring them down. And even though you're not really going against the narcissist. You're just defending yourself to the narcissist that's going against them. They don't look at things the way normal people do. They take it to heart. They get offended. They take it as a personal dig at them as a rejection. And they feel like you're attacking them when in fact you're just defending yourself from their attacks. And they could have been treating you this way for so long. And the moment you finally stand up for yourself and stand up to them and decide not to take it anymore, that's when they decide to devalue you. And there are different ways of devaluing a person. Those ways are by, again, removing you from, and they want you to know they're doing it because they want you to feel it and they also need a reaction. They may want a response, but most of the time they want the reaction. They want to see that it's really hurting you. That's just how evil they are. They take it just that far. And there are many ways of devaluing. It can be a sudden breakup, it could be silent treatment, it can be, but again, to describe the devaluing during the breakup, they do it, I mean, they so cold blooded with it and so cold hearted, you'll find out that they broke up with you around other people. Because again, they want you to be embarrassed. They want it to affect you in a way, well, it really, really hurts you. And again, this is a revenge that they take out on you because you made them feel away, probably by calling them out. Another way that narcissists devalue you is by the breakup and then by separating you from something that you used to be a part of that they were probably in charge of, the friends group. They can separate you from any family plannings and the family dinner that they have, you have every Sunday, the Sunday dinner with the family. They will tell you not to show up. That's devaluing you. Some narcissistic parents will tell their children, don't come to my funeral. That's devaluing you. They will go just that low to if they are no longer amongst the living, they still want to make sure they can't hurt you because they feel like in their arrogant mind that they have that kind of power. Now, I titled this live, How to Handle Devaluation. And the way you handle it is not to accept it, not saying fight against it, but saying you don't have to accept that in your mind. That way you won't feel it. If you are familiar with the way the narcissists operate, you really wouldn't take it to heart as a person would who don't know what they're going through, who don't know who they're dealing with. And for a long time, of course, I took it to heart because it hurts for someone to not want to be a part of something with you anymore. A breakup, it hurts. Taking something away from you, it hurts. And it hurts like, not like in a way where someone is taking something away from you like death, but like, something that you felt so much a part of, and now it's gone, and it happens so quickly, just out of the blue. It's like a hot and cold moment. So you don't really know how to receive it because you weren't expecting it. So of course it's going to hurt. It's going to be shocking at first, but it's also going to hurt. And that's what they want to happen. They want to get that kind of feedback, to know that they have done something to get even. And to a narcissist, they never really want to even the score. They always want to come out on top. They always need to feel like they're winning as long as they can beat you. And they play dirty games. They hit below the belt. They don't care how things will affect you. And they don't care if it'll affect them. They just don't care. They don't think ahead. They think in a way where they premeditate, like they're very calculated in the way they operate in order to devalue a person. But they're quick think, like they be so in deep thought about how to get the revenge on you, how to hurt you. They never think about how it can, backfire on them and hurt them. They don't think that way until it happens. And then what they do is try to pick up the pieces, put things back. They just a hot mess all over. Ain't no other way to explain it. They are a hot mess. And so, I hope y'all could hear me. Cause why is this still on the screen? Oh, okay. Y'all know I'm still getting familiar with StreamYard. And I'm trying to see how do I put my picture on there, but I'll figure it out. I just want to get the content out first. So again, talking about how to handle devaluation. And the way you handle it is not to receive it in the first place. Because as long as they know that they are getting to you, then they done their part. And you can never let the narcissist know, that they got you. You gotta let them know that. And things are going on. I can't just say like, don't let them know that they're bothering you, because we're human. We have emotions and things are going to bother us, whether it's from a narcissist or not. It's just that the way that you express your feelings behind it with a narcissist have to be different, because that gives them fuel to keep going. If they know that they have hurt you, then they have accomplished their goal by doing so, you know. And so, again, one example, like I said earlier, was a breakup, and how they will break up with you in front of a crowd. They want you to really feel the hurt behind it. Not only the hurt, but the humiliation, the embarrassment. They know how it will make you feel, you know. Another way to devalue again is just to denounce you from anything that they had already planned that you would be invited to being a part of. They want you to feel separated from. They want you to feel the blow of not being a part of this. You can't come to the party. And again, it's because you call them out. And I don't want to be repetitive, but I know, for whoever end up coming into the live late for the replay, because I don't have no, like y'all peeking in and peeking out. But I'm going to keep going because I trust and believe that, you know, this video will get to the eyes that it's supposed to later on. So, and another way of devaluing is by uh, taking something from someone that you both went in together. Like, okay, a purchase, something that we purchased together, but you called them out on something or you made them mad because you told them about themselves, and now they want to give you, half of the money back on the part that, you put in on, because they don't want to be a part of anything with you now, if that makes sense. That's a way of devaluing you. Excuse me, y'all. That's a way of devaluing. And again, if you want to handle it like a pro, like it doesn't matter, whatever they purchase right along with you, you just go out. It could be a microwave. You could always go and get you a microwave of your own that you don't have to share with a narcissist. They can do that. Things like that should be an easy purchase. Even if you can't do it like right away, that's okay. Just let them know that you're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself because you make yourself be known as who you really are, like who you truly are. And you can put it out there and expose them. And that will warn people not to deal with them. See, they don't think ahead in that way. Like I say, they think so quick. They get so ahead of themselves with the premeditation on how can I get them back. They don't think about how they self destruct by the way they operate in such evil ways. They're so determined to hurt you that they're not realizing that they can hurt themselves in the long run. But they don't think that way. And the devaluation is a stage. It is something that people go through when dealing with a narcissist, especially when you've been around them and you had to deal with them for a long period of time. And I just feel sorry for people, in families with narcissistic parents, or you know people that you got to deal with on a regular, or co-workers. And y'all know, I know that all too well because I deal with it. you know I've dealt with it in the past and still dealing with it now. Like I say, I come to the point of thinking, maybe this is just something that I'm going to go through for as long as I am working. Long as I'm working, any job that I'm on, I'm going to have to deal with these type of people, you know. And it's just about learning how to deal with it without losing your mind, because that's the goal for them, is to get you to lose yourself. And I'm not going to let that happen. And I encourage anyone else to do all the research you need to, even if you really not getting none from me. Do all the research you need to know how to get through, in the workplace, dealing with a narcissistic environment, because it can really take a toll on you. It can really hurt you. It can hurt you financially. It can hold you back. It can hurt you mentally. So many different ways that being around a narcissistic environment on a regular basis can really harm you, your mental health and your physical health. So that's just something to think about. And you can be devalued on the job. I have been devalued on a job, and before I really, you know, understood what it meant, I can tell you what it felt like. It just felt like you're being punished. You have to do without. You're being set aside. You're no longer a part of. You got to sit this one out. And you don't know why. They cannot explain it, but you will figure it out. You know, the longer you learn about narcissism, the way they operate, the more you'll figure out why they operate that way. And in that way, you won't take it to heart, like in a way that you would if you didn't understand what you were going through. So narcissists, they are very vindictive, and they don't care. There's no remorse. They don't feel bad about what they do. Sometimes they get to the point to where they will brag about their plans to hurt other people. But they know who to take that to. They take that to people. I'm not going to say just flying monkeys. They take it to people who's going to give them that listening ear to allow them to vent in ways to where they can say anything they want to, without any consequences. They know that the secret is safe with certain people, so they're going to get it off their chest. And that's bad because if a person is not willing to help a narcissistic victim, they really shouldn't hold that to themselves. They shouldn't. But again, on the other side, we say, should you warn people about the narcissist? So, they could kind of go, they could kind of go either way. It's like, do you feel like maybe it'll be a good idea to warn somebody about the narcissist because of what they're planning to do, you know? Or do you, just feel like maybe you should stay out of it because you don't want to be a part of any drama, any kind of confusion, So it can kind of go. But to me, when you notice that a narcissist is targeting someone who does not have anything to do with them, there's no relationship, no connection, no anything. Let's say, for example, in the workplace, and the narcissist, they feel that, they cannot have their way at work. Like they're not one of the boss's favorites, but you are. But you know, the boss will kind of let them do a little bit more at a time, but they still can't really get in that position that you're in. So now the narcissist becomes jealous of you. And you don't have any dealings with them, you just work there, you speak, and you go about your business. If you're not talking about anything pertaining to work, you don't have nothing to say to them at all. And narcissists, a lot of times, well, all the time, they hate that because they want everyone to flock to them. They want to be the center of attention. They want to be the one, the go-to person, and the person who everybody tell their business to. And you be careful with that because they're going to go and repeat everything that you told. You cannot get too comfortable with a narcissist with your personal business. You can't even get comfortable with a narcissist with the things you like because they're going to hold that information in and use it in ways that'll hurt you the moment they can have their way with you. That's another form of punishment. Well, that is a form of punishment. So it's just about learning how to deal with their traits. It's learning how to deal with the way they operate if you have to deal with it. And again, it happens a lot in families and at work. When you have to deal with the narcissist, um, you find ways to just go around it without it really affecting you. But you hold all that weight on your shoulders, and it could become very stressful, and you could take that home with you every day at the end of the day. So it is good to do the research to learn how to respond to a narcissist. And when you finally get that boldness to do so and stand up to yourself, just kind of know that it's going to be some backlash. And what comes along with that is the devaluation. They're going to kind of make you feel like you're not worthy of, you can't be a part of, you can't sit with us, type of stuff. Hey, Nita. Yeah, I took control of the job. I do have no problems as a teacher. And I'm sure some don't like me, Nobody bothers me. I know that's how it be. And oh Lord, don't talk about these schools. And you know that's what I talk about the most because I'm in a closed work setting though. So it's just more weight on you dealing with that because you might be filled in a you might work in a kitchen with 10 people, and whether it's 10 people or one, it's gonna be that narcissist in there. And that personality is the one that's gonna stand out the most, no matter what the job is. You could be working at a gas station, and if it's just more than one person, it could be a regular customer. It's just like that is what's gonna stand out the most when you're dealing with jobs and you have to work with people. You got to deal with the public. You know, that's something you got to get yourself prepared for. My part time is a thief. Yeah, that's good though. And it's also good when you got that good support system. Like that's the time to really embrace those and be grateful for that because you could be in a place where you're all alone and have to deal with it all the time by yourself, just in your own thoughts and thinking of ways to survive the environment, the toxic environment. And that could be a lot. It could be a lot on anybody, but it is like a breath of fresh air, and it helps to get that weight off your shoulders when you are around people who gets it and understand, and they're there for you. You can lean on them, you can vent to them, y'all can talk about things. They could even take you away from that moment, that place, and you could talk about other things. I just focus on my students, and they just go and yeah, like I do my work like I'm a lead where I'm at, so I'm in that office, but then I come out and I do, my labor work. And then I go back, I'm always you find a place of comfort and make the best of it, you know. Just can't be too close around them and comfortable because if they see that is what makes you happy, they gonna try to ruin like they pay attention to everything you do. Am I too loud? Cause I got them earbuds in, and then my heater on. It's probably loud in the background. Girl. But God say the same. I got 2 more years with the system, and I get out. I have them. Shut. Hmm. I could write a book. I could write a book, and I just might. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the devaluation and just dealing with narcissists who don't know how to, like just take the L's. Like if you're being called out for something, you being punished, maybe you deserve it. Maybe this needed to happen. They never look at anything as a growing experience. They never, they take everything to heart like that can't happen to me because it shouldn't happen to me because I'm me. Like how dare you come against me for something like that? It's all about the way they feel, and based off how they feel, they're gonna make sure that you feel a certain way at the end of the day because they just not gonna let it go. I mean, they so simple minded. And it's like it makes you feel small and immature or petty. Like, why am I doing this? When you go back and forth with them, which is why I don't. I stay silent and I just kind of move around them, stay out the way, and, you know, just don't make it obvious what I'm doing. And it's good to also just keep quiet and, just be kind of low key around people like that who you have to deal with. It's best to be low key because they find out your plans, they're going to try to sabotage it. They know the things you like, they're going to try to ruin it or keep it away from you. You know, they know who you like to be around. They may even start mess, drama, create false rumors to put the people against you. I don't put nothing past a narcissist when it comes to devaluing. They're gonna do everything they can to make you feel small and unnoticed till you damn near disappear. That's what they want you to do. They a narcissist, if they can put you out of mind like you never existed, that's the way they deal with things the best, so that they don't have to face when they're wrong. It makes them feel better knowing if I could just act like they don't even exist, then I didn't do nothing wrong. But they know they did something. They know when they're doing something wrong. They know, because they wouldn't get that mad. If you really and truly felt like you didn't do anything wrong, then there will be no need for revenge on a person. They will never take accountability. They will only take it if they're trying to get you back. I know. Been there. You know, we have all been there. And then it's always quick accountability. So let's hurry up and get off the subject. So we could just start back where we left off at. Oh no, buddy. No, it's not gonna work like that. You gotta show and prove for a long period of time, because anybody that rush into something is up to something, up to no good. They will do that. I done been there with it. Okay, I apologize. And it's like you also got to think about, are you putting words in their mouth, like making it easy for them? Because they will pretend like, oh, they just laying it all out. They laying their heart out to you. They're begging and pleading. And they'll say things like, what you want me to say? And then you go fall for it. Well, you could say, I'm sorry. You could start by saying, and then they're going to be like, then they're going to they gonna repeat everything back to you that you just told them what you could say. Well, now they gonna tell you, and then you gonna be like, you know, easy get back because you made it easy on them, and that's not taking accountability. They pulled a fast one on you. You know, they know how to trick you into thinking that maybe they deserve a second chance, even though they have shown you the same thing over and over again, just a different day, you know. And what I'm, why I mentioned the microwave is because the chick that I work with, what happened on Friday, I think I went live Friday and I was telling y'all about, I forgot what I was talking about, but I know it had a lot to do with she want to control my workspace. You're not going to come into my workspace and tell me how you think I should do something. When I tell you, no, I'm good, I got it, I like it like this, she gets angry. So now she picks and you doing this and you doing that. And okay, so what if this happens while you're in here? Then that's going to leave it on me. And okay, I'm just going to have to go to the supervisor. And I'm like, now you're just picking. You're doing more than you need to because you're trying to find a way, desperately trying to find a way to jam me up, to find something on me. You're going to put something on me to make me be guilty of something that I didn't do until you have your way. Like they just keep going and going and going until something breaks for them. And so I had had enough Friday. And then she was just so angry. She was like, I'm going, she was saying how she going to mess up how the way I decorated my office and stuff like that. I mean, crazy. Like, you can't make this up. And I got witnesses. That's the good part about having people there, you know, around you who could not only be a witness, but they could kind of bring you a little peace of knowing that you're not dealing with it alone. You got somebody, you got a good support system. But, you know, yeah, it's really happening. And it's like, it's shocking to them at the same time. It's just like, you know, some people look at it um like it's normal. It's just a crazy person acting out. So if they not well versed on narcissism, they gonna look at it like that. But either way it goes, it is still good to have that good support system and people who understands that I see you going through a lot. I sympathize with you. I feel for you. I'm here for you. And maybe you should go and talk to such and such so that things could get better. It is good to have that around you in a workplace. It's good to have that. And I can say I have that now, even if every job I work on, I gotta deal with a narc. It's getting better to the point when it comes to the support system, people who understands it, and I know who I could go to. You know, um, yeah, she was like, I'm gonna, take this down and take that down because I just kind of feel like it's in my way, and I'm like, the thing to me that I feel like it's really getting to her is the like the scriptures I have up, or just anything positive that I have posted up in my office, you know. And it's like she coming in, it's like a demon coming into a room filled with crosses. She can't handle it. That is what I take from it. She cannot handle it. And so she flees. And she just so angry about something like that. It's just a clear sign that it's something that's in within her. It's a demon that's within her. They cannot handle me, you know. So, I had to take that to my supervisor early. I'm talking about 5 o'clock this morning. We had to have a meeting, and I told her everything that I had been going through, dealing with that unsettled creature. And so she spoke with her and everything, and she was mad because I called her out. And because I called her out, we had went at the early beginning of the beginning of the school year, we decided to go half on a microwave for the break area. And it's just the both of us that work with, just two of us. And so I gave her my money, almost 30 books. She put almost 30 books with it. She went and got us a nice little microwave to put back there. How about today she cashed out me half the money back? She cashed out me my half back. And she had told somebody that she hate to go half on something with somebody and they ruins it because she feel like that's not fair to her. And what she just made that up just in her mind to have an excuse to do something so low down and dirty, which is give me half my money back, which is just a way of saying, I'm devaluing you. I don't want to be a part of anything with you anymore because you went and told on me this morning for the way I was acting with you Friday, which I had no right to do. See, it always goes back to something, dealing with them old narcissists. So yeah, and not to, keep talking about me and what happened at work and stuff, but that's the best way that I could give an example. I'm not no expert. I'm not no licensed psychiatrist or nothing like that. Psychologist. I'm just someone who went through it like many of us, and we all got a story to tell when it comes to dealing with toxic people like that. I mean, she is beyond toxic. She even make physical threats. And it's just like, when is it gonna stop with you? Because you're not moving me. You're not going to get me out of here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not. So get over yourself. You've been Miss Big Bad with everybody else in the past, but you got me now. And I'm not gonna fight you, you know. And I'm gonna tell you in a nice way, no. I'm gonna tell you no, but I'm gonna tell you in a nice way. So either way it goes, you got to accept it. So I just wanted to get a quick little update with work. But that explains the devaluation with a narcissist. They gonna find a way to separate you from stuff because they wanna get that revenge to make you feel not a part of anymore. They want you to feel alone. You can't make me feel alone. I'm good at being alone. See, that's not gonna work with me, but it probably work on other people, and I wish it didn't. I cancel any evil plan the enemy has against anyone trying to hurt them. I mean, I cancel that in Jesus' name because it's not going to work this way. I refuse to even receive that, you know, but they'll do it.